So Doc Rivers has just been confirmed as the coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. I said it in my video a couple of days ago when he was let go from the LA Clippers that Doc Rivers, let's be real, was going to be an NBA coach. If there was a team looking for a coach and Doc Rivers wanted to remain as a coach, he was going to be an NBA coach. Not only has Doc Rivers shown that he's consistently one of the better coaches in the league. Yeah, he has not won an NBA championship. Yeah, he's blown 2-3-1 leads. But again, this is another one. This again is one of those situations where it's almost trial by social media, where he's definitely done some wrong, but he's also done a lot of great. People will only remember the 3-1 losses and not the fact that he took 2 games off the Golden State Warriors and built a culture with the Los Angeles Clippers. Did he have to go with the Clippers? Of course. Somebody has to go. You can't just run it back with the exact same thing when you blow a lead like that. Paul George is almost untradeable, and I wouldn't even want to trade Paul George if I was LA. You're not getting anywhere near his true value back if you go and trade him. So letting go of Doc Rivers, getting somebody new is probably the way to go, because you have to have a fresh approach this season, a bit different than last season. But I'm glad to see an NBA team going and take him. And I'm not necessarily glad that it was the Sixers, because this is a death trap. A death trap. Struggling to speak. But that's what this Sixers job is. This is an unwinnable position for one of the best coaches of the last 15 years. Is Doc Rivers a Spoelstra? Probably not. Does he have a system like a D'Antoni? No. But at the end of the day, Doc Rivers has shown that he's good with superstars. He's good with stars. He got the big 3 in Boston to a championship in their first year, which is not an easy thing to do. And heck, he was 1 game off of conference finals with a brand new team, albeit the most talented team in the league. Still, he was 1 game off. So you can tell that Doc Rivers is good with the players. He's liked, and he's also a face of the league. But man, this team. Who can coach this team? The Philadelphia 76ers might be in one of the worst spots of any team in the NBA. Because there is, well, not in the worst spot for a coach. There is no winning from Doc Rivers. Is Doc Rivers going to be able to get these 5 guys, or at any given time, I don't know, they have Shake Milton sometimes, Furkan Korkmaz, they're not winning a ring. You're not winning a ring anytime soon with Al Horford and Tobias Harris on max contracts, both of them. You're not winning a ring anytime soon with no shooters. With no shooting. With an out-of-shape Joel Embiid. There's only so much, and if I was Philadelphia, this would be either a blow it up or trade one of Simmons or Embiid. I am well and truly on the keep one or the other, because this is an impossible task. There is no coach in the NBA, I believe, that can get the best out of Simmons and Embiid at the same time. You have got 2 of the best players in the NBA. Embiid is one of the best centers in the league. You've got Ben Simmons. I don't know why. Obviously it looks a little bit different from the way that they're standing in this picture. I'm telling you right now, Ben Simmons is the same height as Embiid. Ben Simmons is legitimately a near 7 foot tall point guard level player. He has the potential he's unlimited potential. So does Embiid. They don't work together. Tobias Harris is a scorer who can shoot. A decent shooter. Shake Milton can shoot. Somewhat. They didn't even get JJ Redick back this year. Al Horford may have been the worst free agency signing in the history of basketball. And I'm not talking about hindsight being 2020, he just didn't work out. Anyone knew he wasn't going to work out. They signed a dude who plays the same position as their best player to a max contract. For what seemed like the only reason for it was to just get him off the Celtics. It seems to be the only reason that they signed Al Horford. Yeah, they couldn't keep Jimmy Butler. You know what? They got Josh Richardson back. Josh Richardson, well, he's not Jimmy Butler, but at least he's a defender. But imagine if they had spent the Al Horford money on a $15 million a year sniper and someone else decent. Then you'd be like, okay, maybe this team's a shot. This team's got no shot. There is no miracle worker that can fix this team. They just are not structured well. And if you guys know with my 2K videos, all I talk about in 2K, it's a game, video game, same kind of thing as basketball. The structure of a team matters as much as anything. You can't just put the 10 best players on the floor, the 5 best players on the floor and win. It's why the Team USA lost in 2004 Olympics, and why they almost lost in 2008, they almost lost in 2012, and why they finished 7th at the World Championship last year. They just put a bunch of guys that didn't fit together on the same team without looking for fit. And that's the problem. The team doesn't fit. There is no coach in the world that is going to be able to coach this Philadelphia 76ers team. I'm sorry, there's not. Doc Rivers has been a great defensive coach in his career. You know what? This Sixers team plays pretty good defense. Doc Rivers has not been an exceptional offensive team coach in his career. And how the hell are you going to figure out a way to score? I don't mean win a couple of games. To score enough that you're going to win an NBA championship with this team right here. Doc Rivers is a fantastic coach. I think he is one of the best in the NBA. But why would you take this job? It is borderline, it's a career ender. Well, it's not necessarily a career ender because I think he'll get other jobs. It's a career reputation ender. Doc Rivers is hanging on by a thread. After 7 years of no titles with the LA Clippers, he is hanging on by a thread since leaving the Boston Celtics. He's still a little bit of the mystique of that 2008 championship win. But more and more people are starting to look at some negatives in coaching, think of him in a negative light, and this is a no-win situation. This is a situation where you could put Doc Rivers as the coach of this Philadelphia 76ers team. He could get on with all the players. Ben Simmons is still not going to shoot the ball. Embiid's still not going to get in shape. Get in NBA shape. I'll give a perfect analogy. I was at the practice session, when Ben Simmons was a rookie in London playing against Boston Celtics. Ben Simmons did not take one three-pointer. Instead, when the rest of the team were shooting, including Embiid was doing shooting drills. Trevor Booker was doing three-point shooting drills. Embiid was shooting full-court hook shots. Rather than practicing what he's terrible at, he was shooting full-court hook shots, not even taking it seriously. Ben Simmons evidently does not want to learn to shoot the ball. It is so evident. And it's not like he's that young. He's my age. He's been an adult 5-6 years. He's not a kid anymore. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to. He's still an all-star. Even if Ben Simmons does not shoot a jump shot the rest of his career, he's an all-star. If Embiid doesn't get in shape the rest of their career, they're all-stars. Problem is they do not fit together on a championship team. And no coach in the world can fix it. So I'm making this video. I'm jumping the gun because we're going to be hearing so much stuff about how has Doc Rivers lost it? Is Doc Rivers still an elite coach? If you believe that he was still an elite coach today, before he took that job, keep that same opinion, because this is an impossible job he is walking into, lads. There's nobody. There is nobody in the world that can take this Philadelphia 76ers job and win them a ring. There is no coach in the world that can take this team and win them a ring. As well as that, their whole team is untradeable, so you've got to run it back to the same guys. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.